Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing the death of the steel leopards. The Leopard tanks, once regarded as the symbol of Western main battle force power, on the battlefield of Ukraine. Dear ladies and gentlemen, like armored cavalry columns from distant Western lands, each Iron Leopard rolled out from the icy ports of Germany, crossing thousands of kilometers to reach Ukraine in the midst of a brutal war. Germany, the silent yet generous commander, opened its depots, handing over 18 of its strongest Leopards, while giving the green light for its allies to join the fray. Over 80 Leopard 2s, 88 Leopard 1s, pouring into the fire like a steel waterfall. Behind them, allies Canada, Poland, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain sent in their reinforcements, each nation a drumbeat in a relentless march of armor. Altogether, around 250 Leopard tanks, the elite armored corps of Europe, converged on the soil of Ukraine, ready to plunge into the storm of shells, carrying hope, pride, and the fate of a campaign unprecedented in modern history. Time of deployment. Leopard tanks were first deployed by Ukraine in June 2023 as part of the summer counteroffensive. Dear ladies and gentlemen, on the scorched black fields of Zaporizhzhia and Mala-Tokmachka, the Iron Leopards that once roared for the West now lay silent, their steel bodies cloaked in smoke and ash. Since the summer of 2023, the flames of war began to consume Europe's elite armored force. 17 Leopard 1s torn apart under artillery rain, 38 Leopard 2s shredded by shells, shrapnel, and precision fire. Out of 250 sent into battle, a fifth have been lost forever. As of July 1, 2025, the records read like a cold death roll. 24 Leopard 2s, from 2A4 to Swan-122, completely destroyed. Another 31 badly damaged, abandoned in the field, or captured as enemy trophies. These numbers are not mere map symbols, but blackened hulls and gun barrels bowing in the dust. Dark days are etched in memory. June 8, 2023, Novopokrovka, a Leopard 2A4 crushed by Russian artillery in the midst of an armored column. Soon after, in Mala-Tokmachka, 4 Leopard 2A6s and 3 Leopard 2Rs fell under the gaze of Russian drones, their deaths recorded coldly from above. On August 28, 2023, Moscow declared that 16 Leopard 2A4s from Poland and Portugal had been destroyed or disabled. Then, on October 30, 2023, a Sturvy 122, the pride of Northern Europe, was struck by a 9 M133 Kornet anti-tank missile, igniting like a torch amid the autumn fields. Artillery, drones, and missiles, the trinity of modern war, have become the hunters, ending the lives of these once invincible war machines. On the Ukrainian battlefield, the Leopards did not fall for lack of strength, but because war has entered a new era, where cold steel trembles before speed and absolute precision. Dear ladies and gentlemen, though dozens of steel Leopards have been swallowed by the battlefield, the end of their service in Ukraine has not yet been written. As of July 1, 2025, they still rumble down cratered roads, still roar beneath skies quivering with drone engines. There has been no discharge order, no final parade. Instead, the Leopards continue to charge into the fire like tireless warriors, carrying old wounds yet eyes still burning bright. Amid smoke and detonations, they fight not for the promise of return, but for every dawn that still breaks over the burning land. Terrifying, yet not in vain. The Leopards have not died for nothing. They stand as symbols of transcontinental cooperation, as the spearhead of conventional counteroffensives, as proof of the value of modern weapons. But they are also a bitter lesson. In a world of drones and shoulder-fired missiles, nothing is immortal. And this is the story of the death of the Leopard tanks, a clash between traditional strength and the sharp edge of modern technology on the smoke-filled land of Ukraine. Thank you for listening. If you find this video valuable and insightful, please give it a like and share it so more people can see it.